Hello, this is an orientation to Whimsor College. Whimsor is a fictitious institution of higher learning nestled in a lush woods north of downtown Columbia, Missouri. Whimsor College was founded in 1888 by the now defunct Columbian Board of English, Art, and Education. The brick edifice was built circa 1861 to 1865. It was the home of a Confederate deserter who stopped short on his way north to make his fortune growing timber. The school motto is, "We put ourselves out on a limb." That's "Nos sumos indi illa de membris" in Latin. Here is an aerial shot of the college. The brick edifice is the main college building, and it is adjoined by an addition called the Van Heist Towers, plural despite there being just one tower. The Van Heist Towers boasts a rooftop library which frequently suffers the woes of the weather. The streets that surround the college, such as Range Line Street, Northland Drive, Kitty Hawk Drive, and Van Diver Drive, are actual streets in the real city of Columbia. In fact, in reality, these streets indeed do surround a lush woods, a forest preserve to be precise. Only the college itself here in this picture is imaginary. This is an old-fashioned map that details where Whimsor College lies in relation to downtown Columbia. At the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see the icon representing the University of Missouri Columbia, an actual university, of course, and indeed, in reality, U of M Columbia sits south of the city center. Here is an illustration of Whimsor College in the 1940s. You'll see the Van Heist Towers have not yet been built. Note the blue-leaved willow tree to the right. Variations of this blue willow are consistently portrayed in all front exterior shots of Whimsor. However, you'll see the tree, as well as the building and the campus itself, always morph slightly. This is Whimsor on a rainy day. Note the altered blue willow tree and narrower dome. Here is the same image of Whimsor, but on a snowy day. This is a photo of the Van Heist Towers. Van Heist Towers was constructed in 1970 and named after the Austrian diplomat Herr van der Heist. Herr Heist drove the getaway carpool to Woodstock, New York in 1969, toting dozens of young Whimsorians under his influence. Here is a piece of art showing Whimsor in the late 19th century. In this interpretation of campus, the woods are dense fields. Although Whimsor College was founded in 1888, the brick edifice itself was built circa 1861 to 1865. The brick edifice was built circa 1861 to 1865. The brick edifice was built circa 1861 to 1865. It was the home of a Confederate deserter who stopped short on his way north to make his fortune growing timber. This is the back of the college, and its grounds are called Fountain Lawn. Fountain Lawn is a popular spot for outdoor receptions, such as student soirees and movies in the lawn. This is another shot, in photographical format, of Fountain Lawn on a drizzly day. Now this is an abstract Picasso-esque painting created by a Whimsor art student. This is the young artist's interpretation of the campus as offset by topsy-turvy plates of existence. This painting is on display at the College Art Gallery, Galeries da Ville. This is the interior lobby, the front lobby of Whimsor College. When you enter the front doors, this is the first thing you'll see. You'll see the sculpted wood bear with a unicorn horn climbing up a tree trunk. Here is a peek of Galeries da Ville. Galeries da Ville is an art gallery wherein student paintings, photographs, sketches, and other art is displayed. There are many nooks and crannies in Whimsor, from the padlocked knitting room in the attic where the mysterious lady peeks from the curtains, to the cellar Athenaeum, which is pictured here. Redhead adjunct Rhonda Roadhouse serves as madame to this gentleman's club in which professors smoke pipes, drink scotch, and cajole. Note the laughing man in the middle. This is Mr. Wallace, an English teacher. Mr. Wallace will be the central teacher in Grade A Papers 3. Also note the gentleman to the right with a glass of wine. This is Mr. Vanderpleek, professor and department chair of the history department. A couple more images of Mr. Wallace, the merry English teacher. This is Waldorf Bannister, Chancellor of Whimsor College. Mr. Bannister lives in the hills of Wiltshire Woods and is quite the recluse. He appears a handful of times each year at random Whimsor events, such as the debut of the fine dining restaurant, student-run, called The Cook, the Thief. Waldorf Bannister always appears unannounced. Here is the affable Ebert Cogg, Dean of Whimsor since 1988, after his predecessor, Craig Jenny, vanished into thin air off grounds. Dean Cogg is a man of few words, but is always genial and derives great delight in his role. It is Dean Cogg who led the march of publicity that swayed the Board of Education to change Whimsor from a private college to a public college for all to enjoy. Meet Professor Priscilla Tennison, eminent scholar. Professor Tennison has keen intellect and is in touch with the astrological ripples of the universe, in particular the planets and their rotations. Note how she looks like Helen Mirren. Steffi Staff was recently promoted to administrative chair after serving 3 years in the role of administrative assistant. Steffi considers herself a friend among pupils and is frequently spotted at U of M Columbia football games. Although she's never been, she dreams of living in Hawaii. And finally, a look at the history faculty, our faculty stars of Grade A Papers 2, a funny coffee table book for history teachers and the universe. Here we have headshots of Department Chair Vanderbleek, Professors Daphne Duck, Chester Matted, Holly Golly, and Holly's sister Molly Golly, the narcoleptic teacher Ned Nappy, adjunct Rhonda Roadhouse, Stellan Scotchgard, and Edgar Wombat. And finally, here's the cover for Grade A Papers 2, a funny coffee table book for history teachers and the universe, release slated early 2016. This book not only features dozens of funny fake student papers, it features all of the art you've seen in the slideshow and dozens more you haven't seen. We've got cartoons, including contribution from the famous Washington Post cartoonist Joe Martin of Willie and Ethel and Mr. Boffo acclaim, and we've got sketches, photos, guest writers, illustrations, and funny fake college newsletters. I am so happy to welcome you to the wonderful, wacky world of Whimsor. I do so hope you'll indulge.